Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. It has been a while. Wow, not a long while since I've done anything Idle Heroes related. I will be changing that up, doing a couple of videos maybe today and tomorrow. I feel like it's just a slower kind of week slash save up to the runway event, which will be like Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year is on the 12th of February, so to put that in context, yeah, it's a few weeks out. It's a few weeks out. In terms of like event calendar, though, I believe it is a month away, like exactly a month away. Moving forward, so we'll cover that real briefly. Barry Gaming, we all know Barry. He did a video recently, very succinctly, about what potentially could be the Chinese New Year event, based off what previous years were. Um, so it looks like the devs have. Looks like the devs have changed things up. So let's just cover what's going on next week. Now, historically speaking, this Friday, well, depending on which country you live in, this Thursday, Friday, we would have a summoning event, a heroic summoning event. But looks like they've done the old switcheroo, which they love to do. They've essentially cancelled out the heroic summon event moving forward, which is it's not bad. Let's just put it this way. I think everybody would be saving for potentially getting the new light hero copies. If you can't believe, if you can't build them in full entirety, we'll have to look at what corresponding summoning rewards we do get. Whether or not it's worth just doing a half completion just to get those currencies, but it'll be all very interesting. I will say this: save your gems. Save your gems, people. Do not be frivolous in the spending of gems in the next coming couple of weeks. Save them all up. Skip some events that you normally would spend gems on. If it's any indication of what previous events have shown, it's gonna involve gems. Yeah. So you can never not have enough gems. I'm probably gonna keep the 10 to 15,000 range. I may even go higher than that. If I remember correctly, the Russell event when Russell and Drake were released, you had to spend gems on the gotcha spinning wheel for a chance of getting a full Russell copy. Um, there might be something like along those lines. You never know. They like to spice things up. I believe previously there was a couple of firework trees, and you could spend gems in and currency in order to unlock those. So that was pretty cool. Carrie was the major release from last year, and she still is devastating the entire meta. So, yeah, it's probably the event that everybody looks forward to. Specifically, you can get a free artifact that's normally pay to win as well. But I've digressed a little bit. Let's jump into this week's coming event, which is the Prophet Summoning event. Horus and Morax. Not much to really say on. I feel like they're just fucking with everyone. I just feel like they're fucking with everyone. Morax is trash, unless you want to clear Seal Lands in Abyss if you haven't done that with Delacium. If you are building Delacium, skip Morax altogether, not worth it. Horus, again, Seal Land for Shadow. He is a fairly guaranteed clear. You do need some baby ticks though with some energy artifacts, but I guess you can get away with Horus with some ice trolls as well. There's plenty of videos out there showing the clears with Horuses in Seal Land 20. So he can definitely take you further in terms of viability than Morax, especially if you're a newer account. He can get you to death 50. As far as I know, it can get you to. I'm 90% sure I can get you to death 50 in Aspen Dungeon. he can get you pretty far in Tower of Oblivion. Sealand, yeah. Void, of course, he's great in PvE content. He's a beast in broken spaces as well. He kind of just falls off because there are other better versions of that faction's heroes late game. But PvE, he's still viable. He's a very cool first choice as a hero. Heroic Miracle, everyone should be doing this regardless of the rewards. Sometimes you get Bell Rain, sometimes you get Floras. I have enough to E5 a second copy, second one of Flora now because of this. So I'm not very excited about that idea. But hey, man, if she ever gets like a buff that makes her insanely powerful, I'll be there. We'll be doing it day one. Um, but it's kind of they're just throwing out shitty heroes at you. Even though they're the newest heroes, they're still, yeah, they're not what people have been growing to expect. Um, Not to discount them. I've actually seen. I think what was it? Who was that guy? Doyle's Gaming. He did one with an E5 Flora, I believe, and she's a beast for a first E5. So they're still viable heroes for sure. Value packages are probably going to be a stock standard gemiges, profit orbs, and maybe something else on the side. Great Auth Blessing. I think we've already got Great Auth up. If you already know, you know. If you don't, basically, you don't spend any gold or gems ever on anything in the first two tier slots. You only ever spend it for the last one. And that's to round out your set by getting your exclusives for that hero. 99% of the time, people don't even run the full sets. They run half sets or three sets to maximize attack or HP. But, that's end game. Don't worry too much about exclusive armor sets. They really don't bring as much to the table as as people initially thought they would. Um, yeah, it's kind of a. They're probably gonna. I reckon. I predict that they're going to create a super version of that, like an elite or a legendary version, or maybe celestial version of it, or a void version of it. But I reckon they're probably gonna create a second tier of weapon equipment. I reckon that's the path that they'll go down eventually. Yeah, but again, it's just a money slash gold sink. For those that know, they know. Um, Pretty much that covers what I was going to talk about in the term of what's coming next. New Year's event will be a Chinese New Year event will be a summoning event, potentially followed by a profitable event. Personally, I will be skipping this event, Profit Orb Summoning. I think I'll have close to 3 completions by the time the other one rolls around. So, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Hopefully, everyone's in the same boat. They're in the gem hoarding mode and they're in the resource hoarding mode. I doubt that I'll get to 1,000 scrolls. Don't think that's going to happen. But that's okay. We'll see whether or not it's even worth scrolling for the new hero. If so, I'll probably have to buy some of those packs. Now, Imp's Adventure. I probably don't want to bore you with my roles, but I may do that in another video. And then I'm actually going to push Shadow Seal Land, and I'm going to try and push some of Fortress. I actually want to finish out Fortress because I do have a Punisher staff, and I do have some. Where are those little shits? The trolls? I believe they're the troll. No, they're not. I'm gonna have to go find me some Fire Fists, but that's something that we will be working on. Do I have any here? I do. Fire Fists. So I'm gonna pull those out. Strap some energy on there. Go for gold. I think the Sherlock should be enough. I believe I've seen it with people using a Punisher stuff on one of the Sherlocks. I'll check some of that stuff out as well, and then we'll do that, and then we'll do some Seal Land as well for ticks. I do have the V2 ticks. I think I'll throw in some baby ice trolls, see how that goes. Maybe one of these to get the burns out. Yeah, okay. But I think I'll do that separately. I don't want to make this video too long. I'll catch you in the next one.